Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your week ahead, August 19 to August 25th, 2019. This is for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Virgo, so glad you could make it. Thank you for being here. Now, Virgo, we're going to use a mini Celtic cross, but first, your theme in the week ahead, honey, is greed. What the fuck? I feel like, Virgo, you have overdone it somewhere. You've overindulged, or you getting greedy, because you got greed as your theme. You want it all, don't you, Virgo? This is greed. Okay, there's some overindulgence here. You overdid it. You went going overboard somewhere, Virgo. What's up with that? So let's take a look, Virgo, at what the hell you got greed here for. Spirit, what does Virgo need to know about greed? August 19th to August 25th, 2019. What do the Virgos need to know about as it has to do with greed? Please. Where is Virgo at in the present? Current energy. What is the challenge for Virgo? What is underneath that is the root cause? What is in the recent past? What is on Virgo's mind? What is in the future for Virgo? And what is Virgo's likely outcome that can also act as advice? And from the bottom of the deck, what is the overall energy surrounding Virgo that is Virgo's focus as it has to do with greed? August 19 to August 25th, 2019. Well, you have what flipped out is the Six of Wands. So you could be focusing on victory. You could be focusing on recognition here, or acknowledgement. So let's see what's going on here for Virgo as it has to do with greed. August 19 to August 25th, 2019. You hungry to win, Virgo? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greedy for a victory? You greedy to be acknowledged? You greedy for recognition, maybe? Let's see. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Tower. So with the Tower here is your focus is you may have had to make some drastic changes, or you could be experiencing some sort of upheaval or trying to do a reset, or you could be dealing with some adversities that you're trying to overcome. Perhaps you've gained some sudden insight or epiphany here. Or you might have experienced some anxiety or cracking your foundation, or you may be dealing with experiencing a lack of freedom around something. Could you be being greedy? With greed here, it's like this might be something that it may be something you already have, you just want more of, or more kinds of the same fucking thing, perhaps. Under the Tower, you have the Five of Pentacles. So this could be around your resources, your money. So there was a shakeup or adversity or some issues around your resources. Your resources may have become depleted here. You may have overstepped, overspent, overdid something where you let your desire or your temptation for something or greed for something possibly cause you to have a problem with, having a measured common sense. And so with this Five of Pentacles here, you could be trying to focus on how to reset something as a result of you overindulging or overdoing something. I feel like you could have overspent, Virgo, here. And so you may be trying to reset, or because you may have overspent, you may not have the freedom with your money for something that you want or what you want to do at this time. But I feel like it's also perhaps something that you want or focus on that you may not necessarily need or gotta have. You just could be being, in a space of greedy. Okay. I feel like you got something like it already, probably an abundance of it, and you just want more. So, where you're at in the present is the Two of Wands. Or somebody could be acting greedy with you, what they want from you. You're the Two of Wands. So you at a crossroads right now. Okay? There's a decision you have to make. A choice where around, your plans and what path you're going to take now, because you're experiencing some adversity. I feel like you had a plan already. I feel like this was a plan you already had, something you were focused on, but something changed, and as a result now you're at a crossroads, because it's like you need to modify your plan, but I feel like you don't want to. You still want to stay on course, but the shake-up or the drastic change that you're experiencing, or your inability to reset something, or to get more flexibility, more freedom, or to minimize the adversity is too great. And so even though it is, and it's left you perhaps depleted with that Five of Pentacles here, and needing to figure out how to replenish, it's like, do you do something to do you stay so focused on something you want to the point of like being asked out, or do you make the decision that, what, you're going to have to reset? Yeah, use some adversity to your plan, but the path may be, for you to change your plan and objective and let something go that you might be pining for or wanting, because you need to focus on, avoiding becoming ass out. Because your challenge here is the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups as your challenge here, Virgo, I feel like this is something that you're not happy with, that, you and your feelings about. Okay, this is bothering you, that, there's a hiccup with your plan, or something is getting in the way of your plan. And so the challenge here is for you to not wallow over and cry over spilled milk about something that you're not happy with, is causing you to be upset or disappointed because it's affecting your plan, but instead to focus on how to improve, how to salvage. It feels like it's like there's a need for you to just regroup, recalibrate, and move on from something that you had your sights set on, that you couldn't get because, or you can't do because you've either overdone something or overspent, or what it is that you want, there's an air of greed around it, like you may already have a lot of that thing or whatever this is you're focused on. And so the challenge here is for you to recover, for you to move on from it, for you to look at what you do have and not what you don't have. Okay? And get out of that emotional funk that you're in. Now, the root cause of this is this Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this could be to do with a three-party situation. Like others could be involved when you have the three here, right? But this is about you waiting for your ships to come in, or you had a plan that you wanted to implement. Like you were in the planning phase, and this was something that you was probably had your eyes set on that you wanted, and you were waiting for it. You probably had everything. You just, it's like you felt comfortable knowing you were going to be able to get it. Okay. But it's like the root cause of this is that something went wrong with your ability to move from the plan to taking action. Okay. So with the Three of Pentacles here, this is you wanting something to come together, wanting something to work out, trying to see what new approach maybe to implement to forward your plan here, but for you to see progress. Now in the recent past, you got this Knight of Wands. So you may have taken some action. You may have taken action in the recent past that was impulsive and a little reckless, okay? That put you to where, you made moves. You were confident about those moves, okay? Or you could be dealing with somebody that was the Knight of Wands energy that was just in and out with you, okay? And it was some timing, and that could have gotten in the way, and now that could have shaken things up for you or caused some adversity, or you needed to reset. But in the recent past, there was some action taken towards a plan, and you chose a path to go down. But I feel like the path you chose down, you were confident to go. I feel like it was in an effort to be valiant. But as a result, it put you at a crossroads with the plan that you had. Realizing that what you were planning to do, it's like you overshot or overextended. And as a result, something that would have made you happy, or something that you wanted to get, or obtain, or that would have given you some sort of emotional satisfaction or gratification around to secure, it made you realize that that's been jeopardized. Now there could be some involvement with family or a significant relationship here, but this feels more like just your challenges, you being able to recover over you being impulsive. And I feel like you were coming from a good space, but I feel like you overextended yourself. You overdid something that got in the way with a plan for something else that you had been setting your sights on for some time. And the moment has come, and right when you took action, and that action caused a shakeup that caused you to find yourself depleted in your resources or in your circumstances, that what it is you were planning for or aiming to get isn't possible, because what's on your mind is the Hangman. And with the Hangman here, this is you trying to see the alternatives, but I feel like you recognize that you're stuck, or you don't know what it is you might need to sacrifice or release, or you just don't know how to come out of this stuck predicament that you find yourself in, so that you could get what you want here and have your ship come in and achieve your aim and have things come together with something that I feel like you had already had a focus towards for a while, and it's just now that the moment is here for you to seize it, you can't. I feel like there's no alternative really here to you getting it. But it's also like there's some greed around it. I want to say, are you hoarding, Virgo? I heard the word hoarding. Now, in the future, you do have death. So something comes to an end. Okay? I feel like whatever it is that you had your sights set on has come to an end. It's not attainable, and you had to make some changes. And those changes caused whatever it is you had your sights set on to have to come to an end, and you had to transition. And so it's like you had to let this go in order for you to stay afloat, okay, and not find yourself ass out. And it's also, I feel like, something you could actually do without. And you know it, you just didn't want to have to. And so your likely outcome here is this Two of Pentacles. So this is you juggling, okay, focusing on maintaining balance. It's like even though you wanted the alternative or you felt stuck, I feel that you also reach a place where you see things from a different perspective and come to the realization that it's all about you maintaining and having some balance and adapting to what's going on, even at the sake of missing out on something that emotionally left you, disappointed by. But that I feel like you do decide to just focus on the cups you have left and move on. I don't feel like you stay in the shit too long. It's like you spend time trying to figure out what could you do so you could still have it, and then in the end you realize it's over because the goal is to balance, or to keep from getting out of balance here. Now, the advice of the Two of Pentacles is just that, to focus on balance, to adapt, to make decisions that allow things to balance out and stay even for you. Okay? Because again, I feel like you might have overspent, overextended, you overdid something that has jeopardized something you've been planning for, that you now just can't get your hands on. That window is closed and closing for you. Oh, sorry about that, Virgo. Shit happens, right? Even when you put your best efforts. Because I do feel like you were putting your best efforts. But it just shook things up a bit. Right? So let's take a closer look at this Five of Cups. Spirit, tell me more about the Five of Cups for Virgo. Tell me more about this Five of Cups, please. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. There was something you wanted to secure. There was something you wanted to get. Something you wanted to have progress with and take swift action on and have forward movement. But also, I feel like this is about you needing to take swift action and focus on your stability and security overall. And in that Five of Cups, however disappointing that realization was for you, you came to it and realized that, your security and you being set and okay has to take precedence over what it is that you emotionally was attached to, that through your plans and goals to get it, it just didn't come together. So let's take a look, Virgo, at this Three of Wands. Spirit, tell me more about the Three of Wands for Virgo. Tell me more about the Three of Wands for Virgo. Thank you. Yeah. Disappointment. Yeah. If this involved a three-party situation, this still was a problem here. Something that you had to give consideration and put it to rest. You had to let it go. Okay, you had to step back from it. It was disappointing to you. It was an upset, but this feels like this wasn't a major upset. It just was disappointing. You find that you're separated from what it is that you intended to achieve here, about something that you had just sights and planning for, something you had been planning for for a little minute, right? And you find that you're separated from it, and you just are putting this to rest. You've considered, and it's just over. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna be able to get it. So let's take a look at this Two of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me more about this Two of Pentacles, please, for Virgo. Thank you. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This here is about you experiencing overthinking, having worries and fears, being very restless about your concern for something that you perhaps couldn't change or couldn't balance, or that you needed to be more concerned with what you need to balance and adapt and make changes to ensure your balance. This was like needing for you to not be the fool, okay? Um, with this energy, I feel like this was about you needing to avoid being reckless, um, and be mindful of any wastelessness that could have ensued or would ensue if you did not address the concerns and some legitimate concerns around your balance and you being stable and secure. Because I feel like in the week ahead, you're going to be focusing on juggling, trying to keep it together. But there's an ability for you to keep it together here. And you will. And, it may concern you. But there's the matter of whether or not these concerns are real or perceived. Because I feel like it's not that it's not a concern, but this concern is not going to allow for you to have what it is you were intending and had your eyes set upon to do or achieve here. And it's because you overdid something, but also it's about something you want that there's an air of greed for. It's like you already have it, you just want it more. So let's take a look at what your guidance is, Virgo. Spirit, what is the guidance for Virgo in the week ahead, August 19th to August 25th, 2019? What is the guidance for Virgo here? Can we please have guidance for Virgo for August 19th to the 25th, 2019? What is the guidance for Virgo, please? Spirit, what is the guidance? Ooh, look at that. We're only going to take the first one. That's the one that showed itself. Priorities, damn it. That is your guidance. Priorities. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. And I feel that's what this is here, is that you find that you have to prioritize. You don't like it, but you were able to do it and you just move on. So this is about you prioritizing in the week ahead, okay? And, focusing on what matters most. And what matters most is making sure you can balance things, balance your money, balance your resources, and not find yourself experiencing any devastation. Okay, if you want to avoid devastation with this fucking tower, and I feel that you will. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.